Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear on this Tuesday morning, the last Tuesday in August. Okay, it's going to be September this week, and it's amazing. Fall is right around the corner. I know it's hard to believe now, but this little bit of cool weather we have is rapidly fading. Right now, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. Now, the temperature is going to go way up. It's like 71 right now, but we're talking about it's going to get 95 or 96 by 3 o'clock today. So we're in some really, really hot weather like we have been most of August. 74 in Mariana, 78 down in Apalachicola, and 83 already over in Sandestin. High today be, like I just said, 96, low tonight 76, and 6 degrees difference between the low this morning and the low yesterday. With that little cool snap was really nice, getting that north wind from Irene. Water temperature remains at 88 degrees. Our boating forecast now is going to be coming out of northeast, and it's been, for about 5 or 6 days we've had that north wind, northeast, but it's going to start switching later on to the south, and that's where we're going to get a little bit of humidity. Be at 5 to 10, seas 1 to 2. And a light chop on protected waters. The north wind is not nice because it cools things down, but one of the bad things, I don't know if you get these little dog flies, I don't know if you're aware of them, but man, it blows them out of the woods, and they stop right here on the coast along the water, and they're bad about biting. They look like little house flies. We call them dog flies, not yellow flies, and not mosquitoes and not sand gnats, but little dog flies, and really bad on this north wind. We've mentioned that before. Let's take a look at our tide today. Our Carl Vernon Marine Specialties tide chart. We're not seeing much of a tidal flow at all today or tomorrow. We got like a 0.4 tidal flow, so the wind's going to be more of a factor today in moving the water around in the bay. Brought to us by Carl Vernon Marine Construction. He does seawalls, docks, boat lifts, whatever you need built along the water. Okay, well, that takes care of our weather. Let's take our first break. Be back with our special guest.
Flag with professional fiberglass marine service. We offer all types of boat repair, fiberglass work, bottom painting, detailing, buffing. If your gel coat's looking dull, we can get that boat looking good for you again. We also offer a pickup and delivery service, and we have trailers that you can use if we are going to work on your boat, and we can come and get your boat for you. We can be reached at 850-960-9054, or you can reach us on the web at profiberglassmarine.com.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BGs Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BGs Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BGs Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Welcome back. 2 guests. Y'all recognize a familiar face? Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
All right, Tommy.
Good morning, Coach.
All right, Bill Kramer Chevrolet. You guys been on before and all, and we talk a lot of outdoor stuff, and we've been talking about it already. We've already caught 4 fish,
That's right.
and may catch another one for you. But listen, these guys are really good outdoorsmen, and Tommy, let's start with you. I know you've been catching a lot of bass, and you had an interesting trip you were just telling me about.
We had a good tournament out of Freeport over there a couple of weeks ago, and I think we finished 6th place, and made a long run up Choctawhatchee River.
Now, when you say long run, that's what amazed me. I said, say that again now? It was, how many miles y'all go up there?
It was somewhere between 30 and 40 miles is what we run
From
one way.
Freeport all the way up to?
Right, way up above Highway 20 up there around Holmes Creek and everything. And that's a tricky river when you get to running up there, because there's a lot of stuff in that river that you got to watch out for, sandbars and stumps and logs and everything. And those big Rangers, they run real good, but they like water. You know, you need water, and Choctawhatchee's real low this time of the year. But
we've talked about it, you know, how low that river has been. It's like a 0.1 yesterday. So.
Yeah, it sure was. It was close to that when we was over there.
And the other thing you got to watch out for, those sturgeon jumping up out of the water.
I stayed down behind the windshield about 3/4 of the way up there watching, because I've heard the stories.
Yeah, they'll get up there, especially around that bridge area. And y'all do pretty good on your bass fishing?
Did real good. Caught a lot of fish, you know. The mouth of there at Holmes Creek, where it runs into the river at, a lot of fish were biting up there. A lot of small fish, so that's good for next year, you know.
Yeah.
We got a good crop coming on, but they like that spinnerbait over there, man.
I was going to ask you your technique, a little spinnerbait.
I just throw that Sally, you know, that you can't beat that snaggly Sally.
Yeah, that's been around a long time, hasn't it?
Been a long time. It's a tried and proven bait, you know.
Well, Daniel, you've been on the other spectrum. You've been doing some freshwater fishing, some saltwater fishing, and I got a good picture of you here on this nice redfish.
Yeah, Sunday, me and Jack Simmons went up to St. Joe Bay and had a good day of fishing. Caught that redfish. He was 25 inches. Caught one trout. He was 21.5 inches long. Caught a couple flounder. Kind of did the hat trick. Caught a little bit of everything that day. We had a good day.
You had a saltwater slam,
I
didn't you?
I did. I got to go with Captain Jack Simmons. He had a good day too.
Jack loves fishing too.
He does. Yeah. He does. He sure does. We had a good day. It was beautiful. The fish seemed to be like they're kicking it, wanting to do good with it.
You know, that's a remarkable thing. I talk to all kind of guys this summer. I fish a lot too. And you go through a little spurt where you just don't catch anything, and all of a sudden just bust loose on it. I know you saw that at bass fishing too, Tommy.
Yeah, you know, I got those new hummingbirds on my boat, and when I'm fishing down the river, you'll go a stretch that you won't catch 2 or 3, and I love it when I hit a stretch where you catch 15 or 20. And my little boy, he's so funny. I'm teaching him how to mark the spots on that GPS, you know, and I go down a bank and I've got that map. And I just punch that button every time I catch a fish, and it marks the spot. And then I'll go back, you know, to certain banks that hold fish, and makes it a whole lot easier to run back to where the fish are, you know. So I'm enjoying them new electronics that they come out with.
He's got them too, Coach. He's got one on the bow, he's got one on the stern, midship. He's got them all over the boat.
But you still don't teach you how to catch them. You still got to know how to catch them when you get there.
You were telling me Lake Ammonia, you saw some flounder?
I was up there the other day. Matter of fact, pre-fishing for the Dosia that's going to be coming up, and we were in the big river, and I eased up on the sandbar there and was working a worm and looked down, and I saw a flounder go probably a pound, and that was a unique sight to see that big old flounder. And I had caught one years ago on a plastic worm in Browns Lake there. I caught a flounder, and a legal flounder. And then my partner had caught one up around Slip and Slide up there north of there. But that's unique to see one of those old big flounder laying on a sandbar up there in the freshwater river, you know.
Well, you know, I've got reports this summer. I got some kinfolks up there, and they've actually gone floundering on some of those sandbars. They don't get a whole lot of them, but they do get some.
Yeah, my goodness.
It's fascinating. All right, we're going to take our next to last break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk some more good fishing and some more good deals on some stuff. So we'll be right back.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want old Rover to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy it almost any feed store in the Panama City area. Captain's Cove Marina, designed with fishermen in mind. Easy access to the best fishing along Florida's Forgotten Coast. Deep sea fishing, fly fishing from a kayak, cruising endless miles of bayous, bays, and the intercoastal waterway. Count on the captain's crew to work hard to make your day on the water the best ever. Captain's Cove Marina, 1617 Grouper Avenue, Port St. Joe, 850-227-3357. Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
Sunset Coastal Grill, located in the heart of beautiful Port St. Joe, was established in 2002 by Patty and Dewey Blaylock as a family-owned coastal restaurant. In Port St. Joe, we meet at Sunset. Sunset's open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Fresh seafood's brought in daily and served in a variety of traditional and creative ways. Try our award-winning gumbos. Steaks are grilled simple and perfect over an open flame grill. Our homemade soups, sauces, and salad dressings are so popular, we sell them retail. And don't forget, see the sunset at Sunset.
All right, we're back. We're Tommy Barnes. Daniel Raphael was talking about all there's so many things to do here in Panhandle. We don't know whether freshwater fish or saltwater fish or just go eat at Sunset Grill. But we're looking at that new ad of your daddy's place down there.
Fine job you guys did. We're glad he got some advertisement to get his name out there for you guys for sure.
Well, it's great. You know, it's a great location. I mean, we talked about that before, and I'm gonna try to get him to come on the show, but he's a little shy. But he may come on now.
He'd have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and make it here on time.
Hey, now we do have some things. We were talking the other day. We're going to do some things this fall, some old-fashioned mullet catching, and throw them in the back of the truck and cook them and all. So y'all be watching for that.
We'll be on board.
Definitely.
Tommy, how about Wimico? What's going on in
Wimico? Bass have turned on down there, and they're catching a lot of fish, around the banks and everything, out from the grass, and worms are good, and of course, topwater's good early and everything, and been getting a few on spinnerbait down there, but there's going to be a lot of boats down there between now and the Dosey, because that's a big tournament here for our area, and just watch for the manatees. They're still down there.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're still down there. They need to get on back down where they belong.
Well, it's too warm right now. When it cools down, they head that way. I'm looking at Dosey, and that's going to be September the 17th.
Right.
That's just a couple of weeks from now. So that's always a real big one.
Real big one for this area. We usually have almost 100 boats. Generally about 100 boats in that tournament. So.
That is amazing. What's the situation now at work? You're telling me y'all having a big month.
We're having one of the best months we've had in several years. The economy seems to be doing good with as far as trucks go. The sales are great, the trucks are great, our inventory's great. It's all there for you to come buy a nice truck.
We're selling used and new, but hunting season's right around the corner, and it's not going to be long. And you need to get those trucks serviced and come by and see us. We've got 4-wheel drives. We got the big ones. We got the small ones. If you're pulling a travel trailer, we've got some dualies on the lot.
However you want to get there, folks, we got the trucks to do it. Y'all just come down and see us.
Come by and see us.
Well, that's good news to hear that this month has been so good.
It's been awesome.
It is.
It's been an awesome month.
Gas prices have slipped back down a little bit now, and so
yes.
I don't know who we need to.
Well, we're just glad. We're just glad it's not there right now.
There you
go. We've got some Z71s, and I know that's the truck hunters usually buy is a 4-wheel drive Chevrolet Z71. We've got some there, guys, that are loaded, and you can get used. We got a 09 right now on our front lot.
Yeah.
That if I didn't have a truck, I would buy this one.
Right.
It's absolutely loaded, and it's a price 23,000 mile truck.
Yeah. Certified. It's got a 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. It's got 12,000 mile. It's got their factory remaining 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, and it's actually got a better warranty than a brand new truck. So come by and see us. It really does.
It does.
I always remember my dad would always trade at the end of the summer around Labor Day. That was his time when he would always trade. And I remember as a kid going with him to the little car dealers, in a small town, and he would always get a Chevrolet, and one of the things he always did, the last thing that closed out the deal, he said, "All right, I'll buy it if you put on a trailer hitch. And back then, that was a really big deal to put the trailer hitch on it. And of course, the dealer would do that in a heartbeat because they could do it there, you know. But it was hard. People I know don't remember, but the early trailer hitches were hard to put on. Right. Because you had to attach them to the frame and all that, and to the bumper. And I always can remember that. My dad, to close out that deal, you know, he wanted to get the last word in, you know. But he said, if you put on that trailer hitch, I'll buy that. That's right. That's it. But these trucks now, they all come built in with nice trailer hitches.
Every one of them have a grease hitch ready to
go. Pre-wired, everything.
Man, that makes it nice.
Sure does.
Getting back to fishing and all, the water temperature is really hot right now. And you, on your bass fishing, do you really look for the water temperature cool spots or anything like that?
Sure. Thermocline, the fish will back off and get right there in that break, and they'll lay right there. And then, you know, that's what's called slow roll on the spinnerbait, down deep. Get that spinnerbait off the bank, down deep. Now, I like to stay in moving water this time of year. You know, I just look for the moving water, stay in that swift water, and you know, catching's going to be pretty consistent. You know, me and my little boy went the other day and we caught like 20, 21, 22, and I had one about 6.5 pounds. Ooh! And that was on the second pass down the bank. I done fished up that bank and turned around. I said, I'm gonna fish back down it. And of course we
grew a half a pound the day before yesterday.
Tomorrow it'll be a little bit bigger.
Bigger. You brought up a good point, and I know you do this red fishing. A lot of times you know you're in a good area, and you'll go through it and drift through it and don't do anything, but you come back.
Come back through it again, you know. You pick up just as many the next time as you come back through it.
That's right.
Yeah.
They, you know, I told something Hank Parker used to say. He said, you know, he was a Christian and pretty, you know, outgoing with his faith and everything. And he said, he told his kids, he said, I'm a fisherman. And I reserve the right, even as a Christian, to embellish a story up to 50% before I consider it a lie. So as fishermen, you know, that fish may be 7 pounds tomorrow when I tell that story. He was a good fish.
Well, they sure grow. I know that's why we take our scales with us. Now, back in the old days, we didn't have scales, so they could grow. But now we have to have scales on the boat.
What do they call them? The D-liars?
D-liars.
D-liars.
The first patented it, you know, D-E-L-I-A-R, D-liar.
D-liar.
And,
there you go.
And those things, they'd always get, those springs would get rusty and everything, and they never were accurate, I swear. My fish were always bigger than that thing said.
That's right.
I'd pull on it, and we used to catch some nice bass out of Lake Jackson and try to weigh them with Blair Morgan, and that's what we had, as old D-Lyre.
You know, the funny thing about that fish, I saw that fish come up and get that bait, and I'm not going to tell you what that bait was, but I put it for all you that want to know where that fish was. I put her right back in the same stump that she came out of, and I marked it on the side of my boat.
Okay, so we can go with it next time. Huh? Okay, we're going to take our last break, and we'll come back with a lot more talking about fishing and trucks and all that. Be right back.
It's Kubota Summertime Deal Days at Soul Tractor, and that means Kubota finance offers are heating up. Right now, we have long-term finance rates as low as 0% APR available for qualified buyers. We have the deals you've been waiting for on the quality new Kubota zero-turn mowers. Come take a look at our new Kubota gas or diesel zero-turn mowers today while the sun shines.
Hurry to Soul Tractor's Kubota Summertime Deal Days and get your best deal on a new Kubota today while the sun shines.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
For 26 years, Mills Heating and Air has been serving the Emerald Coast from Navarre Beach to Bay County, Crestview to Defutiac Springs with residential and commercial accounts. 7 days a week, we provide quality service and installation, in-home evaluations, air quality, and duct cleaning. We offer free estimates, convenient financing, and preventative maintenance agreements.
For lower bills, call Mills 234-8177.
Your Panhandle carrier dealer.
When it comes to the shooting sports, the headquarters for this area for over 57 years has been CNG Sporting Goods. When you need firearms for hunting, target shooting, self-protection, home protection, or if you're a gun collector, CNG's friendly, knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you make the right selection. CNG buys, sells, and trades guns. CNG will buy one gun or a collection. Look over this area's largest selection of quality firearms. CNG Sporting Goods, home of the experts.
Welcome back. Good thing to have you with us this morning. Two special guests talking about a lot of fishing and all, but let's look at our Express Lane fishing game forecast for today. We're looking at our times. Guys, y'all going to tell Mr. Kramer y'all need to go somewhere about 2 o'clock today. So you're looking at this afternoon at 2:02 to 4:02. And this morning we passed it from 1:37 to 3:37. Okay, so you think he'll let y'all go fishing a couple
hours? We're going to take a long lunch
hour.
hour.
Yeah, we'll take a 3-4 hour lunch break.
I've got this announcement here from FWC, Women's Outdoor Workshop coming to Panama City. This is good. Do your wives like the outdoor stuff? Or?
Mine's a professional shopper. She's into Dillard's and J.C. Penney, and she sits in the parking lot of Dillard's. And
mine likes the outlets over at the beach, out there at Pier Park. And
maybe we'll send them to this outdoor workshop coming October 15th at Gulf Coast College, sponsored by the FWC, and teaching the ladies just, be a bunch of ladies together. They won't be quite as shy, maybe learning how to do different outdoor things. We'll talk more about that, so y'all might want to send them to that. Now, let's talk about Holmes Creek. Y'all been fishing Holmes Creek lately. We don't get a lot of reports over that way.
That's right. Holmes Creek, real clear creek,
Yeah.
I took Daniel up there, my little boy, and Daniel, and I didn't mean you was a little boy, but my little one was 7 years old, and he gets between me and Daniel, and we went fishing the other afternoon up there, Sunday afternoon, and we probably caught 12 or 15 bass.
We had a great day. Good afternoon.
Great day, and just throwing that little super fluke. Clear water, you can see them in the bins. Just throw it up our little watermelon colored super fluke, just a hook, and let it just twitch it. And you just watch that old bass come about out of deep water. He'll just suck it in, wait just a second, let him go down with it, and then set the hook, and you'll have him. And they caught a bunch of fish.
Holmes Creek pretty low now, is it?
Real low, real low. Now, it stays with the river out there. The river controls it, backs it up. But I took them up to some of the springs there and let them get in that water. And I kind of tricked Daniel a little bit. I said, you got to jump into this water because you don't ease into that spring water, you know. And I said, it's not cold if you hit it fast.
Right.
And he did.
I did.
He changed colors 3 times
I did.
before he could get back in the boat.
Well, did the fish cooperate though?
Y'all we had a great time. Caught a bunch of fish.
Well, Danny, I know you're more of a saltwater guy, so
when
you go freshwater with Tommy, you have to make some adjustments.
I do, and to me, freshwater is way harder than saltwater ever thought about being.
Yeah.
Last year I caught myself in a predicament. I was going to be a bass fisherman. Went and spent $35,000, bought bass boats, motors, fishing poles, and I probably didn't catch 10 fish on that bass boat. Really. Love the boat, love to go fast, but I'm just not that great of a freshwater fisherman.
So you went back to saltwater?
I went back to saltwater.
You went back to
that's
roots.
My roots.
Yeah.
He can't sing either.
Your dad was telling me the other day he saw some pompano up there in St. Joe Bay.
That's what he was telling me on the phone the other day. He said they saw some good pompano there in the, I guess around Charcoal. They saw some pompano.
All right, what's y'all's plans for the coming weeks? What y'all got coming up? Y'all got any?
We're gonna be closed Labor Day.
That's right.
Y'all are closed Labor Day.
Closed Labor Day, but we're gonna be open that Sunday afternoon from 1 to 5. We're gonna be open all day Saturday, and we're gonna hit it hard between now and the weekend here, and we're gonna make some good deals happen.
That's right.
You know, our end of the month is Wednesday, of course, for everybody out there, and I don't care what they say. We're going to make some deals happen between now and Wednesday because we're going to break the record. Right. We're going to break the record.
Y'all are looking at a monthly record to break. I mean,
absolutely. We track years. I mean, we track every year. You know, for the last 5 years, we look back and say, hey, how did we do? Well, we're going to break the record this month. So you can get a deal on a truck or car, whatever.
Yeah. That's right. And I want to say one thing. A lot of people out there driving older vehicles. If you've got a car out there and you need to trade it in or you want to sell it outright, come see us. We will take this car in. We need these trades. So now's the time to get rid of that car that's in your drive.
That's one thing I was talking to Jack Simmons, I guess y'all's boss. I was talking to him the other day, and he said y'all cannot keep enough good used stuff on the lot.
We cannot.
Because people, you're just not getting enough in.
That's right.
And
well, when you sell, when you sell 100 cars off of our lot, our end is not that big, but when you take 100 cars in a 30-day period off of our lot, you leave a lot of openings. We got a couple of buyers, one Mark Christian who buys, but we depend on trade-ins to fill those spots back up. And right now, we're getting a lot of openings here at the end of the month because we've sold so many. We're not getting as many in, and we need them. So if you've got your car paid for, but it's just sitting there, you don't need it anymore, call us. We'll be glad to buy it from you. Just bring it by and let us appraise it, and we'll give you a check right there on the spot.
Or if you're tired of throwing good money at bad, and it's time to get a new vehicle, something dependable, come see us.
When are the new models coming out? Oh, September, pretty soon?
Usually around September, October,
okay.
the newer vehicles start to come out.
Okay.
So
that's a good time.
And 2012 Z71s are good-looking trucks. They've got a new Z71 appearance package, and the truck is unbelievable.
We're going to come by and look at that one. Jeff said he was looking for a new truck over there.
That's
so
right. We can take care of
Jeff over there.
Hey, listen, if you're looking for a motorhome, we got a nice one.
Y'all got a motorhome?
We've got a motorhome on our lot.
We've got a 2008 30-foot, 3 slides, 2,600 miles, sold brand new for $98,000 in 2008.
That's right.
We're going to sell it for $68,000.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
If you come by and talk to us today, we might do a little bit better than that.
Yeah, we need to sell it at the end of the month.
That'll make a good deer camp or fish camp.
Oh, it's a beautiful.
First class. I mean, got generator, self-contained, everything, tow package on it. It's on the 3500 chassis. It's just a super motorhome.
Okay, I've got a minute or two left. Let's get back to fishing now. Y'all, you got a big tournament coming up next. You got a Dosey coming up. Then we got the Gulf County, the big one, the Sheriff's Department. We hadn't talked a lot about that. That's going to be a $10,000 first place fish.
That October tournament's going to be.
That changed your mind from going to those other tournaments, didn't it?
It sure did. I was going to fish the one out of Bainbridge up there, but when I found out about the Gulf County one, I decided to come on back down here to the house.
Boy, that's what I'm saying. My hat's off to Gulf County for putting a lot of that BP money and all in a situation like that for the fishermen. I know over here in Panama City we do it for wine and cheese concerts, but down there in Gulf County they do it right. And I admire them.
Well, they did that last year, and they had $10,000, and I believe what it was we had 154 or 156 boats in that thing.
Coming in from all over the place.
They were everywhere.
So they brought a lot.
The motels and everything, eating in Gulf County, and that's what it was for, to stimulate the economy, and it did help. And I think that's why they did it again this year.
Fella, we got to get out of here.
Let's go fishing.
Been a great show.
We've already caught 2 or 3 already. So. Thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, buddy.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see y'all later. Hey, folks, thank y'all for watching the show now. You have a great day. You do something good for somebody, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.